From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for June 2nd, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the EURUSD, the euro versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. But first, a recap of the trade suggestions made over the past few days. And also, a real quick peek at the news calendar. There is a lot of news. First part of the New York trading session today. We've already had the bid rate out of for the euro. We're looking at 8:15 a.m. Eastern U.S. time for ADP non-farm employment change out of the U.S. At 8:30 a.m. Eastern U.S. time, about 35 minutes from the recording of this video, we have ECB press conference, unemployment claims. We have the Bank of England Governor Carney speaking at 9 a.m. So until that 9 a.m. hour, we could see quite a lot of volatility in the market. It's important to use appropriate risk strategies in all situations, and maybe even prudent for you to stay out of the market until we get past all of this volatility. All right, let's jump right into the market. First off, starting here on the USDCHF, that was yesterday's trade analysis and trade suggestion. But really, the market hasn't done anything since we suggested the trade. We were looking to buy on dips into support, the bottom of the range, and that's all it's done. It fell down to the bottom of the range and now has sat here for the past multiple hours, waiting for some more momentum. I guess the ECB could be the momentum we're looking for today. We could be looking at the Bank of England Governor Carney having some influence. The unemployment claims out of the U.S. There's a lot of news. ADP non-farm, like I said, that could influence this currency pair. So definitely watching that news, but really, again, the market hasn't done much of anything since we got into the trade. You can see the trade going down there. 98.85 was the entry. We've seen it be a little bit negative, came pretty close to the stop loss, and now we're back close to the entry. Let's go ahead and zoom it into the 4-hour time frame again. Take a look at what's happened over the past multiple hours. It just came down to the purple zone and just sat down. Didn't do much of anything since getting down here inside this purple shaded area. So obviously what we're looking for today is the buyers to step back in for us to get some more bullish momentum, send this back up towards the green shaded area. That's the first obvious thing that we're going to look for here for the US franc today. And of course the risk, and it has been the risk since yesterday, is that it changes and goes back underneath that purple shaded area, the 98.65 or so level. So as long as it's within the purple zone, I'm looking for buying opportunities to target the green zone or higher. If it breaks the purple zone, of course, we have the stop loss to protect us in case the market goes down instead of up. But currently still holding the buy from yesterday since the market hasn't done much since yesterday. Another trade suggestion from the trade room yesterday was selling rallies into resistance into the yellow shaded area that you see, just the yellow and blue shaded area you see coupled together up here towards the low 6,800s. You can see the trade going down here, 98.20, very down at the very bottom of the chart. That's selling right here at this yellow shaded area. Let me zoom in one time. Right here into the yellow zone. We were in it earlier this week. It went down, saw over 20 pips. We locked break even. It went back up, got back into it, into the 68.20 level again, and now we're sitting with 25, 26 pips of profit again. So again, we need to see the market become bearish here, basically dollar bullish, and we'll look for this to go down towards the pink shaded area, 67.60 for our profit. But protecting the trade now is important. I am already at break even on this trade. Moving on to the EURUSD, euro versus the US dollar. It's a similar situation as the franc, yet opposite that we were looking at on the franc. While on the franc we're in an uptrend, congestion zone or range, tight range at the top of the trend. Here we're at the bottom of the downtrend. Let's go ahead and take the trade window off for a moment. You see the pattern of the trend, and this is what we've been discussing in the live trade room. In fact, let me zoom it in one more time. You see the pattern of the trend. It's the blue trend line. That's the downtrend. Yes, the market's a little bit above that, but I'm not gonna pay too much attention to that until the pattern of the trend changes. The pattern is not the trend line. In fact, I could take the trend line off or just move it out of the way for a moment, and you could still see the pattern of the trend. The market fell, congestion, red box, broke out, went lower, congestion, green box, broke out, went lower, congestion, blue box, broke out, went lower, and now we're inside the black box. So the pattern of the trend are these falling congestion zones, if you will, as it's gone back down. So with that pattern is what we're looking to trade until the pattern changes. That's really all it's about. You can see the 100 period moving average coming in here as well. So until the pattern changes, that's what we're going to focus our efforts in. going short and selling the trend, because that is really what the pattern of the trend is these falling boxes that you see here on the chart. So I'm looking for selling opportunities. I am actually already in it, but selling into the pink shaded area, looking to target the green zone. Of course, with the news that we have today, ECB and the news out of the U.S. could change everything here, but that's really the direction I'm focused in on, the pattern of the trend, the direction, top of the congestion zone. What's the risk? The risk is pretty well known. If it breaks above here, we look for it to go higher. It hasn't broken. It's challenged it, hasn't broken it. We could even take this down to the 4-hour time frame. You can see it has pushed above it on the 4-hour time frame, but I'm not too concerned with that. We have a bearish move now. If it can push back underneath the pink zone, that'll be good news for our trade. And really only if it breaks out on the daily time frame above the pink zone am I concerned about the trade. And of course, we'll target all the way back down towards the green zone into the 11100 level for the euro dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.